Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Continue subscribing to my YouTube channel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. This is Elijah.gichuru, the greatest YouTuber in the Republic of Kenya. Today I'm coming to you from a very, very beautiful destination, as you can see in the background. Yeah, it's a very beautiful destination. Comment down the section. Comment at the section. Hey, comment at the comment section down below. So that you can know this destination and you can be able to come here as well. Now, Ugandan President General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has signed the Anti-Homosexuality Bill of 2023 or Act of 2023. This one. Now, the Act criminalizes any acts of homosexuality in Uganda, and it is one of the greatest stories right now because so many people have been against him for signing that act into that bill into law. And the act criminalizes any acts of homosexuality and gives so harsh penalties, including the death sentence. All right, so we can look into this bill and we can say that one, Museveni has commended religious leaders for standing against the homosexuality in the country of Uganda. So the Speaker of Ugandan Parliament has come up to talk about the bill, and she has said that she thanks all the members of Parliament and the President Yoweri Museveni for actually coming out and respecting or promoting the values of the Ugandan people. The speaker is called Anita, and he heeded to she says that the Parliament of Uganda heeded to the concerns of the people and legislated to protect the sanctity of family as provided by Article 31 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. She says that the Parliament of Uganda has stood strong. She has released a statement. The Parliament of Uganda has stood strong to defend the values and aspirations of the people of Uganda as per the objectives 19 and 24 of the national objectives and the directive principles of state policy. Okay, so she says that the values of the people of Uganda have been upheld, and the role of the Parliament there is to ensure that the interests of the people of Uganda have been met, and they have been able to do what? To promote the values the people that of Uganda stand for, and also the African values. Also, she says she thanks His Excellency the President General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for what? For assenting to the bill. So the bill was passed in Parliament a while ago. It was now awaiting the presidential assent. So civil society groups and human rights groups were against the ascension of the bill, but finally the president has gone ahead and ascended to that bill. So human rights organizations have come up to criticize and sharply criticize this ascension. We can also remember that Julius Malema of South Africa had actually warned Uganda of implementing this bill, of even the president signing this bill into law. He had warned of dire consequences if this bill is signed into law, and it has just been signed. The president has gone ahead and signed it, despite all the criticism from human rights organizations. So human rights activists are deeply concerned that the law violates basic human rights and sets a dangerous precedent for discrimination and persecution. Okay, against the LGBTQ plus community. So let's stand together in solidarity and fight against this bigotry. So human rights organization feel that, according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, no human being should ever be discriminated because of their sexual orientation. And so they are saying that if this law is passed, and it has already been passed, then it sets a very dangerous precedent for the discrimination and also the persecution of people who relate themselves as LGBTQIA community. Okay. Also, they are saying human rights should be upheld and respected for all individuals regardless of their sexual orientation. So human rights, for example, you cannot be tried, you cannot be charged, you cannot be convicted without being heard, human rights to life, human rights to all those human rights, equality, against discrimination, particularly this one is against discrimination, because they're saying discriminating somebody is also against their human rights. Okay, that this they're saying should be upheld and respected for all individuals regardless of sexual orientation. This regressive legislation goes against principles of equality and inclusivity. Okay, so that is the issue they have. According to human rights, there should be equality and inclusivity. But now, when you discriminate the LGBTQIA, then you deny them that right. So I want us to look at some of the provisions of this bill. So I want us to look at what does it provide and what are the penalties. Number one, this act, no, it's not a bill actually, this law, it is known as the Anti-Homosexuality Act of 2023. Number one, it restricts the freedom of speech on LGBTQIA topics. That's the first provision, restriction of speech. Okay, so you are not allowed just to speak radio stations and all those kind of things to promote this LGBTQ. Number two, prohibit sexual relations between persons of the same sex. That is the biggest issue here. You prohibit, it is prohibited. Number two, prohibit promotion or recognition of sexual relations between persons of the same sex. Okay, so it's prohibited for you to be a gay in Uganda, for you to be a lesbian in Uganda, and for you to promote lesbianism or gayism in Uganda. Number three, aggravated homosexuality is punishable by death. Have you heard that one? So all homosexuality acts are punishable by death, and this is what aggravated means. Number one, homosexual same-sex rape, death. Sex using your authority, you use your authority to conduct same-sex whatever, death. Intimidation for same-sex marriages, death. Sex with above 75-year-olds, death. Sex with the disabled or mentally ill, death. Homosexuality acts with someone or somebody who has been formally convicted by homosexuality, that is death penalty. So guys, this is the harshest, one of the harshest laws for anti-LGBTQ community. Again, it also says that this regressive legislation goes against the principles of equality and inclusivity. Finally, this law has been condemned in the United States, in the United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, and the European Union. So all these countries, especially the Western world, has come up and really talked against Uganda for having this law, and they don't support it. So guys, let me know in the comment section below, what's your take about the LGBTQ, anti-homosexuality? bill in Uganda. Do you think African countries should follow suit? Because I see most African countries do not believe in LGBTQ, or their values are not in line with this menace, or in this sexual orientation, let me say that. So what's your take? You as my viewer, should the governments of Kenya, governments of East Africa, governments of Africa go ahead and ban homosexuality as well, or should the government of Uganda revert its decision and promote homosexuality? Should the governments, Western governments, hold or refuse to help or refuse to give aid or impose sanctions on countries that ban LGBTQ? Should the Western world promote LGBTQ in African countries? Should African countries continue with their values? So let me know your take, guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. We are headed for 100 subscribers now. I'm so happy for your support. I'll continue being persistent and bringing you more and more topics. From your end, this is your guy Elijah.gichuru. Thank you so much for the love, liking, commenting, subscribing and sharing my content. See you in the next one.